sacking them. Bear down, baby.
8-3.
83.
Sack machine.
Hello there. Welcome in once again. Thank you for joining me. I am Joby Wan, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Well, our boys in blue and orange managed to grit another one out yet again this weekend. During the week last week, I had decided that I wanted to see Aaron Rodgers in the worst way during this game. A chance to close out that era of Bears history would have been pretty nice. But of course, looking back on this game, it's probably a good thing that he didn't. With injuries hitting every starting linebacker on this roster, the Bears had to rely on Tom, Dick, and Harry at the linebacker position over the weekend, and somehow managed to pull it out. It definitely helps when your opportunistic defense takes the ball away on the first play of the game, and the quarterback you're playing can't push the ball downfield at all. And with Montez Sweat coming up with another sack, fumble, and recovery, this defense remains opportunistic, even though their yardage numbers are not that great. By the numbers, Caleb managed to have a decent game, throwing for 239 yards and 3 touchdowns, but his completion percentage still remains to be a large concern, and of course he gave up the ugly sack fumble in which he got absolutely ragdolled by TJ Watt. I don't think I need to tell you, Caleb, but let's try to avoid hits like that in the future. Wasn't the best rushing performance by our squad, although it does sound a little silly saying they only gained 99 yards, and it's not for the lack of trying because they did carry the ball 25 times this game. But yet again, this well-coached team managed to tough one out, and because of that, last week I said I would do it, so I'm doing it. Time to get to the top 10 list. Off the list this week is the Buffalo Bills. It somewhat pains me to do it, but I've been saying it all season. If Josh Allen doesn't do the Superman, then the Bills don't win. And after that big loss in Houston, I feel I'm vindicated once again in saying the Bills are just not a complete team. At number 10, we have the Chicago Bears. This is the first time they're going on the list this year, other than in week 1, which was most certainly a tongue-in-cheek ranking. But I legitimately am starting to believe in this team. They are 6-1 in one-score games and have come from behind 5 times this year, proving that this team definitely has some mettle to them. Of course, the most common argument that I see online is that, oh, but they've only beat the bad teams. Well, at number 9, we have another team who has beat only bad teams this season in the Green Bay Packers. Yes, they soundly beat a divisional opponent this weekend in the Minnesota Vikings, but I am reluctant to put this team much higher than my Chicago Bears because when you look at this list, they haven't beaten anybody either. Yet we have been filleting this team since they traded for Micah Parsons and since that big week 1 victory against Detroit. In a matter of 10 days, we find out which of these teams is the better one. At number 8 and moving up one spot is the San Francisco 49ers. Just as I stated last week, I believe that this team is going to be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs. And if you don't like it, I got something for you.
In his first game, let's take a look.
At number 7 and dropping 4 spots this week is the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh boy, what a roller coaster this team is on this year. After getting out to a 3-touchdown lead in the first quarter on Monday night, the Eagles would trip, stumble, and allow the Cowboys to get back into it, ultimately beating them, which is only going to result in a pissed off Eagles team when the Bears show up on Friday afternoon. At number 6 and staying put this week is the Detroit Lions. Got the win over the New York Giants, but it did take overtime to get it done. But if I have to pick someone to cheer for on Thanksgiving Day, it ain't gonna be the Packers. At number 5 and moving up 2 spots is the Seattle Seahawks. Really only one question remains about this team. What is Sam Darnold gonna do in the playoffs? At number 4 and dropping 2 spots this week is the Indianapolis Colts. Taking the Chiefs down to the wire, but ultimately taking the loss. And man, come on, the whole AFC was counting on you, Indianapolis.
Oh, come on!
At number 3 and moving up 2 spots this week is the Denver Broncos. However, due to the faltering of the Colts, Lions, and Eagles, there was nowhere to go for these guys but up. At number 2 and also moving up 2 spots this week is the New England Patriots. Is there a better coach team in the league? I don't think so. And after just a couple of years, the Empire is back. Somehow, the Patriots returned. And yet again at number 1 is the Los Angeles Rams. A cool 3 touchdown passes for Matt Stafford in the first half, and then the Rams just decided to put it on cruise control for the rest of the game. and I think they're cruising all the way to the 1 seed. And there you have it. There's my top 10 for week 13. I will, of course, once again be live streaming during the Bears game this week, which will be played on Black Friday at 2 p.m. This does create a bit of a time conflict with my work schedule, but I will be doing my very best to make sure that I am in front of you by the time the game kicks off. Until then, thank you once again for joining me, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with all your Bear fan friends. And until we meet again, bear down.